What's going on, YouTube? It's the Paydirt Pioneer coming back at you with another Paydirt review. I apologize if I sound a little bit off today. I have been battling some sort of a little sinus infection. It's made my voice a little bit scratchy, but I wanted to continue on with our 12 Paydirts of Christmas as we head into day 5, the 5 golden rings, and we got some blue Tundra Paydirt from Misskimoson's Paydirt. I apologize if I don't pronounce that correctly. Excited to do this bag. I've heard a lot of good things about their Paydirt. A little bit of a smaller vendor. They don't have a lot of variety, but good reviews all around for this Paydirt. You get a gram of gold guaranteed. They also sent this nice little sticker, so shout out to them for that little gift. For a little bit more about the Paydirt, let's check out what the web description says to see what we're getting ourselves into. As you can see, a pretty good description overall. Again, it tells you that you got your 1 gram of gold guaranteed coming your way, so you already know that you're getting a pretty good return on investment for the cost. But there are other elements that I like to look for in Paydirt as well. In terms of the 12 Paydirts of Christmas, this is one of the few that do have a guaranteed amount of gold, and this has the highest guaranteed amount of gold. So I'm excited to see how this one turns out and how it ranks. Let's get it cracked open and see what we're working with, and then we'll get it classified down and head into our pan. So a nice little sealed bag here. They have a nice little description on the back as well that talks a little bit more about the Paydirt. Very sandyish and rocky. A little bit of dust came out, so I'll make sure to clean out the bag once I get it all classified down. But let's get this broken down. We'll see how much gold Paydirt's going to be in each section, and we'll get to panning it out and seeing how much gold we recover. Let's go. Welcome back. So we got everything classified down. We ran our magnet through to see how much magnetics we're looking at. It is some darker material. I didn't get as much magnetics out as I thought I would, so this might be a little bit more difficult to pan out than I thought. As you can see, it's a very dusty material. I got a nice coating everywhere, including all over my face. I'm sure that's going to help with my little sinus infection I've been battling. But without any further ado, we got our biggest material, our biggest rocks, anything that's over plus 10. Don't see any gold there. We'll make sure to wash it off, though, to get any gold that might be sticking to rocks. And we'll pan it out real fast to make sure that we're not missing anything. After that, this is probably the most material out of all of it. It's a plus kitchen strainer, so a little bit of smaller, an incredible amount of material here. Again, I'll make sure to get that all washed off, and we'll do that wash off separately along with the magnetics. A lot of this material, I'm kind of surprised. Hopefully that means we have some nice little pickers that we get out. I'd hate to pan through all this and not get any nice sized gold. From there, we got our in between 10 and 20 kitchen strainer, or sorry, mesh strainer. So a little bit smaller, obviously, than that. Not a whole lot of this to go around. Should be able to get through that in just about a pan. We have 20 to 30 now. So the 20 to 30 mesh, even a little bit smaller yet. And then last but not least, we have our minus 30 and below. So our smallest gold will come out of here. I did take the time as well to get the magnetics pulled out. Not a whole lot. Like I said, it's very dark material. Not a lot of magnetics that I got pulled out, though. So it might be a little bit more difficult to pan. There might be some more heavies. Without any further ado, though, let's get to the panning and see how much gold we recover. We know we're getting a gram back. Let's see if we can get any more and hopefully find some nice pickers in that bigger material. Let's go.
So let's get a final grade on the Misskimoson's Blue Tundra Paydirt. Again, I apologize for my voice. I have been feeling a little bit under the weather. Total cost for this product came up to $64.99 when I bought it. No shipping on it. So total investment of $64.99. Let's make sure we have our gold price as updated as possible. So for grams recovered, we got just over a gram, 0.1039. That gives us a gold value of $65.98, or a return on investment actually over 100% when I got it. Now, the sale that I got their gold on, I kind of bought it when the gold price was a little bit lower. So that probably kind of ties into that value like that. Let's do the SPDD score next. So for shipping, it came pretty quick. I'm not too upset by it. I'll give that a 2 out of 2. Packaging, I liked it. It was pretty. It was packed nicely. That's a 2 out of 2. No damage, so obviously a 2, and then the description is really great. It's another 2. So it gets a perfect 10 out of 10 for SPDD score. In terms of fun, so for difficulty, this was actually some really difficult Paydirt, because a lot of the gold is kind of mixed in with rock still, and it's hard to kind of pan that back. It was dirtier gold, kind of harder to pick it out. Honestly, it went kind of just over the edge for being a little too difficult for what I enjoyed doing. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Please note too that I'm also, like I said, not feeling the best. So that could also kind of be impacting the score a little bit. Definitely think I may have missed out on some gold just because it was such different type of gold that I'm used to. In terms of variety of material, you have a lot of bigger stuff, but you didn't have an immense amount of bigger gold. And then for the smaller stuff, I mean, you got a pretty good amount of gold back from that. Not thrilled with the variety overall. Just going to give it a 3 out of 5. For gold type, like I said, it was very unique because a lot of it was kind of mixed in with rock and kind of still on those rocks. Just a very natural, not very cleaned up. And I know that also means that the gold probably isn't as close to 24 karat as you probably want it to be. So because of this, for gold type, I'm just gonna give it a 2.5. I kind of like the uniqueness of it, but I also realize that in terms of value, it's not as strong. In terms of value for this Paydirt, definitely good to kind of hone in on your skills. It does take a while to get used to it, just because, like I said, you're used to just that shiny gold sitting at the top, and you have a lot of that still, but you also have a lot of gold kind of mixed in with that rock. It makes it really hard to pan back. But value for the gold is going to take a ding on this because, again, it's dirtier. It's kind of still attached to rock. So when you melt that down, it wouldn't have that same, close to 24 karat value. For value, though, just because the Paydirt does give you a lot of good experience, I'm going to give it a 3.5. The only thing not really is just that value of the gold. And then when you're looking at that score, as you can see, it scores out extremely high, 86.61. So Misskimoson's Paydirt is definitely not snake oil. They're not saying it's nice less 100%. I mean, we have our first ever ROI over 100%. Again, I got this bag on sale. Looking at it now on the website, let me pull it up. Yeah, $72 in free shipping. So it is more expensive now, but you get a good amount of gold return back on it. I do think I probably missed a little bit on that overall. Again, the only thing that while I like the fact that the gold is this kind of dirtier and more natural, it does make this Paydirt pretty difficult. And then on top of it, you do have the added fact that it's probably not as valuable as that 1 gram would seem. That's all I have for you guys today. I've been the Paydirt Pioneer. Keep on prospecting, and please don't be buying no snake oil Paydirt.